Okay, so again, as I was saying, I need your help because I don't have a calculator. So everybody needs to have their calculator out. Everybody needs to be doing the problems. Write the formula down, then write in the substitution, and then tell me what the solution is after you type it in your calculator. Okay, Bradley? You're up on this. That's it. I'm listening.
We don't have that. Yeah, we don't have that. It only starts at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a little weird. Okay, so let's just create a new page. Go down to the bottom, right? And you'll just, I don't know why I did that. So just come on up here and just, add a page. You don't have to, you can add a page, right? And then just put number 1, right? Look right here. Everybody goes here, and then you just click it and it says add a page. And then you can just put it right above. Does everybody agree with that? Does everybody see that? All right, so now that everybody's done that, all right, the first one is we're just finding the what? We're finding the circumference. That's correct. What was the formula for circumference? Good. That's right. Circumference is equal to pi d. So in this case, the diameter is what? 11. So on your calculator, circumference equals pi times 11. And we'll round to, it says here, to the nearest tenth. So let's go ahead and do that. 34.6. And then I want you to make sure you do the units. 34.6 feet. What's the matter?
Oh.
No. We added it.
Okay, so for question number 1, just put the diameter equals 11. All right. For question number 2, the diameter is equal to what? The diameter is what? Hello, guys. On number 2, the diameter is what? 8.5. Now we're going to do the odds. All right, so now I'm jumping to number 3. What's the matter, Aiden? What's the matter? I'm trying to work. What's the matter? It's okay. What's the matter?
Just having trouble trying to get page.
You got it? Did you get it now?
No, I'm just trying to do the work at the same time. So
Yeah, no. I'll wait for a second for you. Let Aiden go ahead. Thank you, Aiden. You guys got it now? Is everybody else okay? You know how to do it now, right? Thank you, Aiden. All right, so on question number 2, you don't have to draw the circle if you don't want to. Just put d equals 8.5 and then put c equals, and then that's what you're looking for. On number 3, we still have the what? Diameter. So c, again, is equal to pi times d. So c is equal to pi times what? Pi times 6. Round it to the nearest tenth. Somebody tell me what that is. 18.8. 18.8, and then of course we put kilometers down. Now number 4, you're going to put r equals what? 6.8. So what's the formula for the circumference if they give you the radius?
Pi times 11.
Yes. There you go. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. 2 times pi times r. I don't know what you mean.
Like when you're trying, since it's like c equals pi d, why didn't you just do the same formula, but then you just multiply it by 2 and then just put that as a diameter?
That's exactly what we did. This is exactly correct, kiddo. You hear me? That's good. Listen to me, but I'm trying to make you smarter, so look right here. You ready? 2 times the radius is the what? That's exactly why it works. You see that?
You don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to.
is it 2 times pi r or pi r squared?
Pi r squared is area. You with me? You measure. Right. That's coming up right after this section. Okay. So what was my answer for well, let's just do number 5. Circumference equals 2 pi r. So circumference is 2 times pi times 4.9. So somebody tell me what that is about.
It's
9.8. Good. I want it on your calculator now. All right, get your calculators in your hand and do the work. We'll just put down the answer. 9.8 is not, that's just the diameter. You forgot to multiply by 3.14. Multiply by pi.
Oh yeah. I
Okay. All right, so tell me.
It's 30.7.
30 point what?
8.
Yeah, if we round to the nearest 10. And if you put 0.78, you know I wouldn't care. What?
So it is when I use your radius, why do you put the 2 in front?
Because that's the other formula that you can use. 2 times pi times r. Right, but I was telling Carly 2 times r is the same as the what? Diameter. So some of you guys are just going, well, can I just multiply the radius by 2 and then multiply that by pi? Yes, that's the same thing. Okay, everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't forget for question number 6, just put r equals 13 mi. And then tonight, go back and figure out what the answer is. All right? Now we're back to normal. All right, I think we've had this problem before. All right, so it says when Maggie hooks her dog up to a rope that is staked to the yard, the dog can walk a distance of about 84.8 feet along the circumference. Right, so I want everybody to draw this out again. So here we are. Here's the stake in the ground. Here's the rope that connects the dog. Right? Now your dog is going to walk around. And when he's walking around, that creates the what? That creates the circumference. So they're telling you that the circumference is what? So we can do 84.8 is equal to pi times d. So how do I figure out what the diameter is? How do I figure out what the diameter is? Divide by pi. So everybody take 84.8 and divide it by 3.14. And what's that?
So do you do the pi button?
It doesn't matter to me. But I would use the pi button because it's on there. But if you want to use 3.14, I don't care. What?
Basically 27.
So 27.
Yeah.
So we'll say the diameter is 27 feet. But what are they asking for, though?
What is the length
The length of the rope would be what?
Divided by 2.
Divided by 2. So, right. So the radius is what they're asking for. This becomes the radius. All right. Anybody have any questions with that? Thomas, you still with me? It's the same thing. You with me? A little bit different, but when you're rounding, it comes out to be the same. Do you agree? All right. Now we're doing area. What was the formula for area of a circle, guys? Right. A equals pi r squared. So A equals pi r squared. A equals pi. What's the radius here? I'm on number 9. 3 squared. So everybody do pi times 3 squared. And round it to the nearest 10. Are we okay with that? What's the matter? You good? All right, get out your calculator. Some of you guys are not doing this on the calculator. I don't want someone to just tell me what the answer is. Good. 28.3 kilometers squared. Very important. All right. Let's take a look at number 11. Area equals, what's the formula again?
A equals pi r squared.
Pi r squared. Write it down. What's the radius?
3.
I'm on number 11. So A equals pi times 11 squared. 380.1. Anybody else get that? 380.1. Are you working? You. Bradley. You working? What about you? You typing this on your calculator?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at 13. Uh-oh. This is one that people miss in the last test. It says, find the area of a circle having a circumference of 46 pi. If the circumference is 46 pi, what's the diameter? Oh, you don't need a calculator for that. Stop.
Wait, can you say it again?
I'm going to say it again. Look up here on the board. Please look. Circumference equals pi times d, correct? Please look up on the board because it's embarrassing now. All right, I said the circumference is 46 pi. 46 pi equals pi times d. So what's the diameter? Does everybody see how simple that is? What?
Oh, because
What does this have to be to make it equal to 46 pi is what the question is. What number is d?
46.
What's the matter, Carly?
How do you know that it's 46?
What number goes here, Carly? If those two things are equal. If those two things are equal, what does d have to be? You see why now, right? Because it's 46 pi. Right? It's kind of a trick question. If the diameter is 46 pi, if the circumference is 46 pi, the diameter is automatically what? 46. Yes or no? And if you don't like that, you can just literally do 46 times pi and then divide by pi. What happens if you do 46 times pi and then divide it by pi?
The pi's cancel.
The pi's cancel. So it's just 46. So the diameter is what? The diameter is 46. But they want the area. So what unit or what dimension do I need for the area? Pi r squared. Area equals pi r squared. So what's the radius? How much? 23. So now area equals pi times 23 squared. 1,661 point anything?
I did 3.1.
Point what?
I did 3.1.
So it's exactly 160 or 1661? Yeah, okay, thank you. If you get 0.9, do I care? That's no difference to me. All right, some people round it. Some people put 3.14, some people put pi. Agreed? All right. Oh yeah, I forgot the units. Thank you. So you'd say units squared though. Units squared. Thank you. All right. Now let's take a look at 15. So what shapes do we have here, guys? Triangle and a rectangle. So what's the formula for area of a triangle?
1/2 b.
And then what's the formula for a rectangle? Length times width. Okay, guys, I feel like we're getting pretty good at that. All right, so here we go. Area equals 1/2. What's the base of the triangle? 6. It's this guy right here, right? Now, how did you know it was 6, though? Yeah, we split 12 in half. Okay? Because there's a 6 right here, right, Carly? And 12 minus 6 got 6. What's the height of the triangle? 4. Plus, what's the length and width of the rectangle? 12 and 6. Okay, so multiply that out and add it, and somebody give me the answer. I'm listening.
84.
84 what?
Feet.
84 square feet.
Yeah.
Come on now. Ian, are you with me, buddy? All right, remember now. Tell me if you're not sure. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm just.
All right. Thomas, you still good back there?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, sir. Good for you.
So, I think you got the, I think the 6B, 12 bill, because it goes all the way through.
For what, though? Tell me what shape you're talking about.
The rectangle, because it goes,
So this is 6 by 12. That's what I'm looking at.
no, I mean, the top one.
Well, this all the way across is how much?
Right now, all these small,
Yes. And this is what?
6.
That's why it's 6 times 12. That's why we're using this here.
Oh,
You see that, right? And the other one is 1/2 base times height. Agreed? All right, let's check out 15. Somebody tell me what shapes we have here.
A circle and
So it's something
but it equals a circle.
Right, so two semicircles just make one what?
Circle.
Circle.
Circle and a
Circle and a rectangle. Good job, guys. So A equals, the area of a circle is pi r squared plus the area of a rectangle, which is? Okay, so somebody tell me what's the radius of the circle?
3. Oh yeah.
4.5, right? So again, area equals pi times 4.5 squared. What's the length and width of the rectangle?
18.
Very good, guys. Feel good about this. 18 times 9. Type that in the calculator, please, and I have here 164.1 square feet. Try it again, Carly, make sure. Pi times 4.5 squared plus 18 times 9. Is that correct? What did you get?
Yeah, I got this.
What else? 225.6. So 164. Whoever said that, got to double check that, please. Yes.
Say there's only one semicircle.
So it'd just be pi r squared divided by 2. Half of the circle. Do you agree?
Wait, divided by 2?
Yeah. Pi r squared divided by 2 is the area of a semicircle. Do you agree with that? Because you said it's half. What's the matter? Come on, look, I'm telling you guys, if you're not typing it on the calculator, it's not going to be easy on Thursday. You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Bradley, you still got this? Okay. Here we go. Let's, what?
For like
19?
yeah.
Here we go. Let's look at 19.
It's
Now, wait a minute. It also says here it's $3.79 per square foot, so you got to be careful. So what am I doing?
find the area first.
Okay, yes. So how am I going to find the area?
Length times width.
Yeah, but are you drawing which one?
Oh, I'm drawing the
So you drew from here to here, right? Okay. So now the area of rectangle 1, so we just say LW plus LW, degree?
Mm-hmm.
So area equals, what's the length and width?
For the big one, it's 20 and 10.
Yay, good job, because from down here, it's 20, because this is 12 and this is 8. So 10 times 20 plus, what's the small one?
8
Good.
and 9.
Very nice. 8 and 9. Because again, don't forget, from here to here is 10. So that means from here to here has to be 9, since the whole length is 19. Everybody see that? Yes, sir.
And the answer.
Yes.
272.
You agree with that? 272 what? Square feet. But that's not the final answer, obviously. Now, if you have 272 square feet that cost $3.79 for one, we multiply them, right? So you're going to do 272 times 3.79. So your cost is equal to,
$1,030.
anybody else agree with that? Carly, did you understand why you're multiplying that, right? Well, because remember, there are 272 square feet, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I'm trying to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have to make how many of those? 272, right? And each one costs $3.79. You got me on that, right?
Yeah.
So it's $3.79 times 272. Thomas, you still good back there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, let's check out 21. Now we're finding the volume. All right, so I'm thinking you guys remember this. Volume of the rectangular prism, what's that formula? Very good, Carly. What is it? Length times. Now remember, we're doing volume, so how many dimensions? 3 dimensions. 3 dimensions. All right? So 4 times 9 times 8. volume equals what?
288.
That's correct. 288 cubic feet, which basically means there are 288 cubes in that shape. Everybody good with that? All right, let's check out 23. Yeah, we should do 22. All right, because then it's an example of a triangular prism. So what's the base for a triangular prism, Jack?
Isn't it the rectangle or the square?
No. It has to be the
Oh, wait,
one.
no, the triangle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the same.
Because it's the one that's parallel. Not necessarily the one that it sits on, but the one that's parallel. So again, volume equals 1/2 little b, little h, capital H. Now, does it really matter which one you call little b, big B, little h, right? Does it really matter? Because you're all multiplying. Thank you very much. So it doesn't really matter. So here you're just doing V equals 1/2 3 times 17 times 8.
204.
Yes.
Do you also know that length times width?
Yes. Divided by 2. Do you agree with me? Because it's half of a rectangular prism, actually.
I got 204.
That's what I got.
Say it again.
204.
204 what?
Meters.
No, you see.
Meters cubed, because we're doing volume. All right, skip 23. Skip 24. Skip 25. All right, let's do 27. All right, so we're doing the volume. So what shapes do I have here? Triangular prism.
And a rectangle.
Yes. So volume equals 1/2 BH capital H plus LWH. All right, so give me the base and height of the triangle. What's the base and height of the triangle? Somebody who's thinking. What is it? 5 and 1.5. Thank you. V equals 1/2 5 times 1.5. Now, what's the height of the prism? That's where some people get in trouble. What's the height of the triangular prism? Definitely not. It would be what? It would be 2 because look, it's this length right here. That's the height. Does everybody agree with that? Because it's going from, look, because it's going from this triangle to the back triangle. That distance. You with me? The height is from triangle to triangle, this way. You with me on that, right? All right, from triangle to triangle is the height. Plus, does it matter the other 3? So 5 times 2 times 3. Volume, somebody tell me. Somebody else said 37.5. Anybody else get 37.5? Come on, everybody's got to type it in. So we'd say 37.5 meters cubed.
Wait, Mr. Shaw.
I'm listening.
Yeah, 37.
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, no. I got it.
Thank you, Coleman. Are you okay, Ian, or not? Now,
Yeah, I'm
you
good.
got to tell me now if you're not sure about something. Tell me, good for you, buddy.
How is there only for the triangle? How is there only 2 multiplications?
There's 3. Oh. I just didn't put it down. I forgot to put it down. You guys, thank you for that. Did everybody else make this mistake? I left out the 2, even though we said it. I forgot to put it.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I put down the 2.
Yeah. All right, thank you for that. Do you hear me? Does that still work out?
I did it 4 times and I got 33.7.
So let's,
Wait. 1/2 times 5 times 1.5
times 2.
times 2 plus
5 times 2 times 3. Yeah. Now, the reason why it's different is because I added the 2 in.
Oh,
That was my fault.
I have that.
Yeah. Okay. Thomas, you still getting this back there? All right, here we go. Let's take a look at 29. All right, we're trying to find the volume of this. This is just what's on top. I'm on uh-oh. I did the wrong one. Oh yeah, that is 28. Look, here's what I want you to do on this, guys. Look, I made a mistake on this one, so I want everybody to copy this so we don't make a mistake. I want you to paste it down here because I almost didn't understand that. Did everybody see that? That's the question. Right, that's the question. Up here, I'm now going to take this, and I'm going to get rid of that.
Why is all the way down?
Yeah, no. You see what I'm saying, right? 28, the question's on the wrong page. So what I did was I just copied it and brought it down so I don't make a mistake. All right, somebody tell me, what shapes do I have? What's the top shape called?
Cube.
Cube. The bottom one is a rectangular prism. So volume of the cube is going to be, what dimensions do I use? Yeah, and what is the length and width and height? All of them are what? Right, so it's a cube. So it'd just be 4 times 4 times 4. Everybody agree with that? Plus, what are the dimensions of the bottom one?
16.
All right, somebody tell me what that volume is.
It's 400.
452?
32.
432?
Yeah.
All right, somebody said something different, so let's make sure. Inches cubed. Double check that now. Because it's length times width times height, right? And they're all 4. Do you agree? All right, 432 is good. All right, let me see number 29. I want to go ahead and do number 29.
Spaceship.
Yeah, the spaceship. So what shapes do I have here? And a what? Yay, semicircle and a trapezoid. Now look, don't divide it up into 3 shapes. Look right here. Highlight this for me, guys. Come on. This right here, this is one what?
Trapezoid.
Yeah, so trapezoid. All right, that shape is the trapezoid. What does the dotted line represent? The height of the trapezoid. So what 2 shapes do I have here?
Semicircle.
So it's going to be, oh, what's the semicircle? A
Oh, it's I R squared.
That's correct, which is 1/2 pi r squared plus, what's the trapezoid? Yay, wow, very good. 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Now some kids were making mistakes on here because they didn't use parentheses, but you can always just add the 2 numbers in your head, right? So what, someone tell me what's the radius of the circle? So 1/2 times pi times 2.5 squared, don't forget that's a point, plus 1/2. When you add the 2 bases, what do you get? 16. Does everybody agree I don't have to put that, right? So 16 times, what's the height? 4, beautiful.
41.8.
So your area, somebody already told me, is about 41.8 square feet. Anybody else get that? Remember, it's Jack giving me that answer, so I probably need to double check, please.
Couldn't the one half
No. 41.8. You got one right, fine. No, we can't cancel the 1/2 out. All right. Okay, let's look at. Okay, let's look at 35, please. Everybody take a look at 35.
Yeah, it's above it. It was right above here, there. Where the oh yeah. This one.
Yeah, I'm on 35. Right?
Scroll up. Just walk the way it is. Don't move the pages. Wait, it's the pages.
Is it not in the right order or something?
It's not in the right order.
How is it not in the right order?
We go to ours.
Oh, wow, did it get... I wonder why that happened. No, mine's right here. It's the same one. I don't know what happened. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. You can flip the pages in the right order too, right? You can move them if you didn't know that.
It's all like they're all mixed together.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Like 29 is after 38, with 30 and 31.
Yeah, that's weird. Is number 1 at the bottom of the page somewhere then?
Yeah, you had to write it down.
No, I know, but it could
No,
be.
it
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
No.
All right, I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's look at 35. So everybody draw a semicircular window, please. So let's make sure we know what we're doing, what we're drawing. So here's my semicircular window, and it has a diameter of 24. Okay? So we want to figure out, we're going to put sunblock coating. So if I put a sunblock coating on like what I'm doing right now, what is that referring to? Perimeter or area or volume? What is it? Area. So I need to figure out what the area of that window is. What's the area of that window? Nope. Thank you. 1/2 pi r squared. What's the radius? 12. So I want everybody to do that. A equals 1/2 pi times 12 squared. And tell me how much that is about. Someone tell me. Come on, someone tell me. 1/2 pi times 226.2, so we'll just go ahead and say 220, yeah, all right with that. And then that would be what? Inches squared. And then it says it costs $1.50 per what? Yep, so now you just multiply that by $1.50. So how much is it going to cost me to fix my window?
$339.
Is everybody feeling pretty good about that? Good? All right, hopefully you're working with me. All right, good. What? Yes, they are. Mhm. I just added volume. Mhm. Everything on here. Good review. No, because it's dollars. There were 226.2 square inches. And then when you multiply, you tell me how many dollars that's going to cost. Okay? So I'm trying to see if there's something else.
There's 4.
I know. I want to get something a little bit harder. Okay, let's do to 48. Jump to 48. Everybody go to 48. Who remembers the formula for volume of that cylinder? The volume of the cylinder.
3/4.
No. Not you're thinking of a sphere. This is just a what? Cylinder. Volume equals area of the base times the height. Everybody should know that. Area of the base. But the base this time is a what? Circle. So it's just, come on, volume equals pi r squared times h. So, pi, what's the radius? 2 squared times the height, which is what? 3. So type that in on your calculator. What is it? 37.7 centimeters what? Centimeters cubed. All right, I want to look at something else now. 52. 52. Now, does remember what that formula was? This is the one where we had a fraction. No.
1/2.
1, not 1/2. 1/3. So everybody needs to put down volume equals 1/3. Length times width times height. So what's the length and width?
Wait, what's that called?
That's a pyramid. What is this? 1/3 times 8.1 times 5 times 6. What is that?
It's 3,150.
Whoa, I don't think so.
81. Yeah, 81.
Do it again. Do 1/3 times. Oh, you may have put 81 instead of 8.1. Yeah, it's not a big deal. How much?
I got 81.
I got 81.
I don't think it's 81.
No, I think it might be. I
got 81.
Oh yeah, it is 81. 81 meters cubed. Okay, now 56 was the one where we said the volume,
It's 34.
not 3/4,
It's 4/3.
4/3. So on 56, 4/3 pi r cubed volume. So now V equals 4/3 pi. What's the radius? 6 cubed. So now somebody do that for me and tell me what that is.
And why is 4 on top?
4 divided by. You have to hit the y to the x or the caret button.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It was the y to the x or it was the caret button, depending on what calculator you have.
You do 480.
You can do that. Or you can just do 4 divided by 3.
25.
So what did you get? I think it's more than
904.8.
about 904 point what?
8.
Thank you.
Pi times 6. 25.
Times what? How are you doing that on the calculator? Did you get the right answer? Yeah, that's not 2. That's 6 to some power. Okay, here, listen. I started working on the test, so I want to try to show you something before the bell rings.
We get out in 1 minute.
I know. I'm going to try to show you something before the bell rings because I want you to try to. Hold on a second. Look what I did. That'll be the first page of your test.
Oh, that is.
Formula sheet. Thank you, Mr. Stroud.
All right. But tonight, listen.
I'm not worried about that.
Tonight I want you to try to finish the odds, okay? Try to finish the odds. Now look, the other thing I need you to remember is that the answers are at the bottom of the page. You got to make sure that you know how to do them, so you should check your answers. All right. Good job today.